Testament simply means writings. And certainly everything that's been written is a writing. But they,
don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. Well, hello there, social media family. Being of any subscribers and our visitors alike, of any persons among yourselves who are affiliated or associated with and are representing my own particular YouTube social media channel and or likewise chat room or comment section. How are y'all doing since the last time I was on here or online? Hopefully all is well with one and many or more than quite a few. You and yours, your family and friends, and hopefully likewise it can or could possibly be said on state for record when it comes to me and mine. But then I apologize. Yes, I'm sorry for the hiatus or vacation that I had taken most recently. Well, supposedly. But really, I assure you all that I had little or none say in the matter, as YouTube administrative representative personnel had got to assuming things. And you know what they say, excuse my language, pardon my French, when you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. And that's what happened. So my rights and privileges to broadcast were restricted for 1 week. And personally, I don't know if there is still even so much of a warning, let alone, and not to mention, worse yet, a strike against my own YouTube social media channel after an assumption was made, or as it was assumed that I myself was coming off as someone or such a person that could possibly be rather, how should I put it, antisocial, some kind of social reject that should be scrutinized, you know. Like I am possibly one of those alternative stormtroopers, SS. Yes, so freedom is not necessarily free after all. Within certain realms, that much more let it be said and stated for a record compared to other ones. But then I'm supposed to have a Twitter account among other business competitors of YouTube, and whereas Twitter is supposed to be now more democratic, up under new ownership of Mr. Elon Musk, compared to what it was like up under the old ownership, read between lines, fill in the blanks. And whereas now YouTube is making me feel uncomfortable. I mean, if I have to screen practically possibly everything I could possibly contemplate saying, then it's not so much of a comfortable atmosphere then to voice my views and or opinions, and it just get me reflecting upon how some say that what was formerly Facebook, which is now called Meta, was supposedly established by the FBI and the CIA, or the CIA, one or the other. So I say, as a card-carrying member to the BPP, Black Panther Party, though inactive at the moment. I said, though inactive at the moment, YouTube. Just in case you may want to come off like the thought police, the blue meanies, against something I could say presently. I mean, it's funny, you dig up something of the old or past social media video content that was broadcast and then just decided that, what was it? Not just weeks. I mean, not just, they say not just weeks, not just days or nights, not just weeks for that matter, possibly worse than that, months later to reprimand me for it, if not years later. Now, I haven't been on YouTube that long. If I'm not mistaken, I think I've been established with YouTube at least a few or 2 or 3 years. And yes, I say and I'll stay for the record, unless I'm mistaken. I'm like, whoa! I'm looking at this one video content that I made. Well, this is not the first time they had done some of such, reprimanded me. And then, whereas I had to wait until my rights and privileges for YouTube were to be reinstated once again after having been revoked. But I remember they did something like this before, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, how many, not just days or nights or weeks ago, but I'm like saying, how many months ago was that when I made that video in the past of social media content that I had broadcasted? And here it is now. YouTube is reprimanding me for it as if I just composed it most recently. I'm like, that is so undemocratic or non-democratic. I'm like, wow, talk about George Orwell's novel of 1984. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I said, what? Get your hands up. It's the thought police. Get your thing about that Tom Cruise movie flick. What was it called? It's supposed to be a pop culture vintage classic that goes up on the name title. I think that's not now I'm getting confused with another one. Not the sci-fi movie where it's he's supposed to have repeated episodes of reliving an experience in his life, and he's given a chance to correct it. This is a sci-fi movie. Rather, I'm talking about the one called up on this name title Minority Report, and it's supposed to be dealing with the pre-crime experiment, whereas a person could be thinking about committing a crime, but it could be prevented before one were to act on it, as the thought police would pay one a visit. That's kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Get me to think about an equally as well scary movie, and hopefully that would never become reality either. For the one that goes up on this name title, The Purge, where crime shall be legal for not 24 hours, but for half a day, all kinds of crime where a certain person would be exempt from being preyed upon, usually the higher ups, if you know what I mean, read between the lines, for the blanks. Yeah, so that's the reason why I wasn't on here for about a week, you all. I apologize. I'm sorry. Please just hold your horses. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Please. I'm so fragile. Do you really want to hurt me, YouTube administrative representative personnel? Do you really want to make me cry? What did I do? What did I say? Huh? I wouldn't exactly say I'm a Zionist, but I am pro-Israel. Please, no. I am part Jewish. Yeah. But then I'm supposed to be part German, part Russian, part Italian, maybe part French for that matter. I know I'm part black. Well, I really don't recognize myself as being black or white, but just an American, And from having been a Democrat to now being a Republican, as the Democratic Party is the Dixiecrat Party or the Ku Klux Klan political party. You know, that will be the Nazi party for them. And I'm first and foremost a Protestant Christian. Please don't hit me, YouTube administrative representative personnel. Although I'm not a pussy, though I can hold my own, but then I'm really a pacifist. Although I do believe in the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. I've yet to fill out the necessary paperwork documents so that I can become a registered gun owner, just in case the crap really hits the fan. And certain, you know, certain blue meanies want to restrict the rights and privileges for American citizens to own lethal weapons of firearms, be they loaded or not, with ammo. I would want to live in a world like that. Because if you don't have the means to protect yourself and you don't trust much of anybody, yeah. Talk about the mark of the beast. You cannot buy or sell. You know. But then lately I went back to gambling. I'm more or less thinking about gambling tomorrow. Hopefully be, you know, quite a while before I gamble again. If I do gamble tomorrow, hopefully I just finally give it to God, you know, not just a higher power, but the highest power yet. I don't know what I was thinking. Maybe it was because I was feeling up under the weather or what, you know, and speaking upon those matters now to come to mind. But man, I lost quite a grip again. I'm just glad I didn't spend any rent money, you know, because I ain't trying to be out of doors, if you know what I mean. Though I live in a hellhole at the moment, not exactly home sweet home as I would like to be living elsewhere, if you know what I mean, in one of the preferred neighborhoods compared to where I'm at now, in one that is more poverty stricken with all this food deserts and more crime written, read between lines from the blanks, you know, and with the neighbors from down here. And as a matter of fact, I seen two or three roadies to my place most recently where I'm at. And I have had to, you know, really prepare. You know, though I was wasting money gambling, I had to use some of that money to get me some rodent repellent. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a phobia of rodents, even as a believer in God. So how much more I would have one if I was still an unbeliever, Let me show you some of what I got. As a matter of fact, you all. I got from one rodent trap to another, and then some rodent repellent. I have yet to get some more, you know. Because them sticky pads ain't doing squat, man. You know what I'm saying? Them rodents, they just run past them sticky pads. They don't run on it like they supposed to. Look at this here, y'all. I think they keep a nasty place. And then sticky pad. I put this. It's like a rodent medallion. Try to attract them. These sticky pads ain't doing nothing. They just running past some such. And speaking upon these matters now, they come to mind. And I got from one rodent trap to another, especially to catch any rats. If there's any rats running around, well, I know there's mouses I've seen, worse yet than just mice. The worst would be of the rats, though. You know, bite your ass, man. Oh, sleep on that concrete. Man, you better you better call an ambulance for paramedics to transport you to the nearest hospital. Because rabies ain't nothing to play with. You know, like the bubonic plague during the Middle Ages, medieval times, that killed more than quite a few Europeans. Yeah. This is my strap here. And I suppose they got a new and improved, you know, mouse trap, as they say. This ain't no mice trap or mouse trap. This a rat trap here. The original. They ain't taking the bait, man. Why is this a rolling repellent? I'm like, what the? Come and get it. Look at here, you all. I'm like, I got a French fry. I got a French fry in there. Ain't y'all hungry? I got a French fry in there. Come and get it. If they ain't going for the mouse traps, then I had to get some rolling repellent. Look at this here. Then did some such other. Okay. Here's another one. Check it out. Come and get it. If you want it, you can get it from a 7-Eleven. But I would not want to see any rodents in heaven, rodents and roaches in heaven. If you want it, they ain't taking the bait, you know. I'm like, what the? Come and get this. Y'all want some of this good food? Come get this good food. Yeah, check it out. Then here's another kind of rodent trap. If you want it, you could get it from a 7-Eleven. I got a couple few different types of rodent traps. And these suckers ain't taking the bait. I'm like, what the? What's up? Don't y'all like my food? No, you trying to kill our asses. Damn right. Things carry germs, man. A pig is no better than a rodent. No offense meant to white people. I'm not saying so far a white person, the human species. You know I need to see. Then I got this rodent repellent. You know. Yeah, this rodent repellent. Okay. If you want it, you could get it from a 7-Eleven. Cause I have a phobia. I wouldn't say I'm scared of them things, but they make me jittery, man. Man, got me doing spring cleaning way ahead of the time. And I got some such others for yeah, let me show you. Yeah, check it out, y'all. Ant and roast spray. You know what I'm saying? And I got the bed bugs and fleas. Then I got wasps and hornets. I ain't playing. You got the whole man. You brought up your own military, man. You're a one-man army. They ain't scared of damn. Not well. I wouldn't say scared, but use a better word. I'm concerned, you know. I'm like, hell damn no. I seen. I'm like, thing went across my living room floor, stood in the middle of it and looked at me. Like, where's my broom at? Yeah. I hope nobody would rat on me and assume that I'm being offensive for some social media channel of my own. Not that I would be meaning to be offensive and getting back to some of such other things, because that would defeat the reason or purpose for my person having established that of a YouTube social media account, or a channel. Hold that thought while I change to another radio channel station, because I don't like this particular creature. He stank. Or I'm concerned, like a faggot's butthole. I don't like this preacher. Prosperity preacher, man, tell the man sorry about that. Not that I'm extremely homophobic or member of the Westville Baptist Church, you know what I'm saying? sure down here I don't like his preaching. He sucks. Stink.
It emboldened our.
Yeah. Anyway, though, you all, I'm about to close out, but I just thought to give you all an explanation as to why I haven't been online for quite a while. I'm going to check and see if or as to whether or not I have any so much of a warning, let alone not to mention a strike against my YouTube social media channel. Because I'm not saying, what did I do? What I do? What I said? Please don't hit me. Don't hit me, YouTube administrative representative personnel. Please don't hit me. We're supposed to live in a democratic republic, a democracy, not a dictatorship. Please don't hit me. I have rights to privilege. Don't hit me. Freedom of speech is supposed to be free in accordance to our U.S. First Amendment of our, that's a U.S. First. According to the First Amendment of our U.S. Constitution, where men say that speaking correct, proper English grammar of the American dialect or not, with all the grammatical uses, some such qualities for the vocabulary. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. What I said. Though I'm not a Zionist, I am pro-Israel. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. I'm not like trying to sleep that one, be absent-minded, ignorant, like Palestinians supporting Hamas. Not that all Palestinians do. You know, Hamas being one of them extremist jihadist Islamic Muslim terrorist organizations. You know, coming off like some such fascist commies or Nazis in their own right. Don't hit me, YouTube administrative representative personnel. Don't hit me. What did I say? What did I say? Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. No offense meant to Ed Mathiel. I don't remember whistling at a white woman most recently in this now jungle fever permitted atmosphere. You know, for the post-civil rights movement era. What I say? What I say? I remember crossing the bridge with what's the name politician, blah, 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 blah. Where they be beaten on as they was trying to cross the bridge during the civil rights movement. What's the name of that politician? I remember being in the can or in a jail cell, taking it over, and then having some Pontiac correction officers come through there with the regular boys in blue meanies, or po, otherwise come on like dirty cops, having those brothers walk on eggshells or worse yet, glass, while they beat them with police baton while they being strutted in the birthday suits. What's that? What's that, YouTube administrative representative personnel? What's that? Please don't hit me. Don't hit me. How can I realize? I support my local police. Look at this security guard. Baseball cap. Please don't hit me. Regardless of whether or not I'm a security guard at the moment. Please, no. Especially don't attempt to rape me. YouTube administrative representative personnel. Boom, boom, boom. I made it in for my curfew. It's not like I'm living in Nazi Germany. Like the white girl in that movie flick, Holocaust, where she missed her curfew and a couple of few Nazi goons, male characters that snatched her panties from her from there and had her sent to the crazy house. Her family sent her to the crazy house after she went completely in another zone. Because they really done something to her mind as well as her body. Anyway, though, I'm going to leave you all with this last note of interest by saying, if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I would hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing or realizing what he himself had done or did upon the cross of Calvary and Hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of Roman soldiers up on the orders of their superiors, you know, being religious, political, militarist, etc. nature, especially of the religious Pharisees and Sadducees. But then, nevertheless, was he went to that cross to Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. Don't steal my trademark, physical gesture. I'm going to have to copyright it sometime unless I want to risk it being playback. Whereas if any of us, regardless of race, walk of life, gender, age, and a word profess faith in him, from there we become to be blessed in one regard another, more with one. First and foremost, with his salvation being of the only means by which any of us can or could possibly become citizens of the kingdom of heaven. And as it is the only fire insurance against the lake of fire down hell, the second of all we will be blessed with his deliverance. But first, you have got to get his salvation. Otherwise, you have nothing coming so far as blessings is concerned. And if you make that transition for the great beyond the hereafter, and you don't have blood sacrifice of the Lamb of God to take away the sin of the world upon and within your soul, then your final destination would become or be the lake of fire, damn hell, whereas you'll be tortured and terrorized by the devil and his demons for all eternity, as well be burning there, for a time without end, compared to how we as believers in God would be in the presence of like-minded believers in the presence of God and his angels forever, and even so be blessed down here upon the planet Earth in this world up until the time we were to make that transition for the hereafter, the afterlife, And people in down hell want ice water. You better believe it. And there are really not any unbelievers and non-believers in damn hell, because immediately after they go there, each and every one of them become a believer in God, but it becomes too late. With exception, unless you were to become subject to experiencing one of those beyond and back experiences, like I mean, the sound seems like I'm contradicting myself, but only so few do become subjected to experiencing a blessing as that which they could come back in this world and reverse that decision they would have made to reject the only salvation that could permit them to become citizens of the kingdom of heaven and escape the lake of fire down hell. I don't care what Oprah Winfrey says. All roads do not lead to heaven. You can believe that lie if you want, and you'll be in for a rude awakening once you were to cross on over to the other side of this existence, see it, and don't want to be here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But anyway, though, that's pretty much all I have to say for now, you all. And I hope that each and every one of you have had a nice day and we'll have a good night of it. And pray for me, depending on your time zone. Yeah. For wherever you are, citizens of the global community. And pray for me, because lately I've been feeling up under the weather. I may have to just pay another dime a dozen visit to a local vicinity area neighborhood community hospital, regardless of whether or not I would have to do follow up at a clinic, auxiliary one, affiliated, associated with representing the same as said in question, the former previous prior mentioned, because I have been having some lingering health issues lately, once again, being of a physical nature that could possibly complicate my mental health as well, God forbid. Yes, whereas I'm going about considering from home remedies to over-counter drugs at a local vicinity neighborhood community pharmacy at a given address location, and to supplement or complement that being of any prescription medicines, being of which could possibly be issued per script, compliments of a licensed physician, and regardless of how, not all doctors and nurses be looking out for the general welfare of their patients, outpatients as well as inpatients. Not that all doctors and nurses are, defying the Hippocratic oath, but I think you all get the general idea of what I'm trying to say, because more than quite a few of them are just in it for the money, compared to how there are still some that really care about their patients. The same can be said when it comes to, attorneys or lawyers and judges, and we don't even have to go there in discussing matters when it comes to, personnel who are members of the law enforcement community. As certain police officers being namely dirty cops. They stain that badge and that uniform, make other police officers look bad as they come off as the not so usual suspects of criminal riffraff in their own right, to be compared onto the usual suspects, public enemy number ones. But then you all take care and be safe and don't do anything that I wouldn't do, so that I don't have to try to make a citizen arrest, and so that you won't get an official arrest coming your way. And yeah, peace.